All right, so today we're going to be diving into some pretty murky water,
Oh, yeah.
the world of online reputation.
Right.
And specifically,
Yeah.
we're going to be looking at cyber defamation and fake reviews,
Okay.
all thanks to some really, really fascinating material
Oh,
that you sent our way.
all right. Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
it's really interesting because we live in a world now where,
Right.
a single malicious tweet can tank a business or derail a career.
Oh, absolutely. And it happens more often than people realize.
Exactly. And the source material that you sent us
Right.
really pulls back the curtain on this.
Okay.
It's from Stature Optics Management.
Oh, okay.
And they specialize in what they call
Okay.
bare knuckle reputation management.
I love that. I love that term.
I know, right? It really captures the intensity
Yeah.
of what they're dealing with.
Absolutely it does.
Yeah.
And what I find so fascinating is that
Mm,
they don't just offer passive monitoring. They actively fight back against online attackers.
yeah,
And they're not afraid to take the fight offline either.
I know, right? But
Mm-hmm.
before we get into their strategies, let's start with the problem itself.
Yeah.
This report opens with a line that really grabbed me.
All right.
It says, "Welcome to the weaponized world of online reputation warfare, where truth is optional and slander is as easy as tapping a few keys."
Wow. That's chilling.
Chillin' stuff.
Yeah. And it really highlights just how vulnerable
Right.
we all are in this digital age.
Right?
A viral lie can spread around the globe before the truth even has a chance to put its shoes on.
Right. And the internet amplifies everything.
Everything.
The speed, the reach, and unfortunately, the potential for damage.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Have you ever encountered like a suspicious online review
Mm-hmm.
or felt worried about what people might find if they search for you online?
Oh, all the time. I think we've all been there.
It's a common anxiety in today's hyper-connected world.
Yeah.
And the report really digs into,
the mechanics of how this manipulation happens,
yeah.
which I found incredibly eye-opening.
Okay, so let's unpack that.
Okay.
Tell me what surprised you the most about the way these attacks actually work.
I think, honestly, the sheer scale and sophistication of the fake review industry was just shocking.
Yeah.
They describe it as this network of digital sweatshops churning out phony 5-star reviews for anyone willing to pay.
Wow.
And then there's the rise of these AI-powered bots
Right.
that can craft these elaborate lies that sound eerily real.
That's scary.
It's like something out of a sci-fi thriller.
It's wild, right? And they don't stop at fake reviews.
No.
The report breaks down all sorts of nasty tactics.
Yeah, like what?
Like negative review bombing,
Yep.
where competitors or disgruntled individuals flood a business with bad reviews,
Right.
or anonymous smear campaigns designed to just destroy someone's credibility.
Completely.
And then there's search engine sabotage, which I find particularly insidious.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about that.
Yeah, that's where they manipulate search results so that negative content about you appears at the top when someone searches your name.
Right.
It's like trying to erase someone's entire positive online presence with a few keystrokes.
It's terrifying how easily that can be done.
It is terrifying.
Yeah.
The report also touches on offline tactics like doxing,
Oh, yeah.
where someone's personal information is leaked online,
Right.
often leading to harassment and even real-world threats.
Right.
It really drives home the point that this isn't just some abstract online problem.
Yeah.
It can have serious consequences in people's everyday lives.
Absolutely. And it's not just individuals who are targets.
Right.
Businesses of all sizes are vulnerable to these attacks.
Right.
The report cites legal and tech experts who confirm just the massive scale of this problem.
Yeah.
And it's clear that existing laws and platform policies are really struggling to keep up.
It really feels like a Wild West out there.
It does.
So if you find yourself in the crosshairs of one of these attacks,
Right.
what can you do?
Yeah. What can you do?
The report goes into the legal and ethical challenges of defending yourself online.
Mm-hmm.
And it paints a pretty bleak picture.
It does. It's
Yeah.
like trying to fight a hydra. You
Right.
cut off one head and 2 more grow back.
Right.
The current legal system just isn't equipped to deal with the speed and complexity of online defamation.
Yeah.
And often platforms like Yelp and Google, they kind of hide behind these convoluted appeals processes,
Right.
making it incredibly frustrating for victims to get any kind of justice.
It sounds Kafkaesque, to say the least.
It really does.
The report actually quotes Jonathan Greenspan,
Okay.
a cybercrime lawyer,
Mhm.
who says
Yeah.
the courts weren't built for this kind of warfare. We're seeing cases where clients spend hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to undo reputational harm caused by a single viral post.
Wow.
It's a sobering thought, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah, and even if you can afford a lengthy legal battle,
Right.
there's no guarantee of success.
Yeah.
The report also highlights the predatory practices of some so-called reputation management firms.
Yo, yeah.
The ones who prey on victims' desperation,
Right.
charging exorbitant fees for services that may not even work.
Right. It's adding insult to injury.
It's adding insult to injury.
You're already reeling from an attack,
Yeah.
and then these vultures swoop in to exploit the situation.
Exactly. It's a reminder that not all reputation management firms are created equal.
Right.
Some are genuinely committed to helping their clients,
Right.
while others are simply looking to make a quick buck off someone else's misfortune.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of genuinely committed firms,
Yeah.
I think it's time we dig into what makes Stature Optics Management different.
Okay, let's do it.
They bill themselves as specialists in bare-knuckle reputation management.
Right.
And I'm dying to know what that actually entails.
Yeah, me too. Let's get into it. Welcome back. So we were talking about how Stature Optics Management takes a much more proactive approach
Right.
to reputation management. They're not just sitting back
Right.
waiting for attacks to happen. They're
Right.
going on the offensive.
You mentioned that they actually go after the people behind these attacks.
Yeah.
That's a pretty bold strategy.
It is.
I'm curious to know how they actually do that.
Well, from what I've gathered from the report,
Okay.
their approach involves some serious digital detective work.
Okay.
Remember how we talked about those fake review farms
Uh-huh.
and AI-powered smear campaigns?
Right.
Well, Stature Optics
Yeah.
doesn't just try to scrub those reviews. They
Right.
try to track down the individuals
Really?
or organizations responsible for creating and spreading them.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
So they're like digital detectives
Yeah.
uncovering the hidden networks behind these attacks.
Exactly. They use a combination of open source intelligence gathering,
Oh.
digital forensics, and network analysis
Wow.
to piece together the puzzle.
So once they've identified the culprits, what happens next?
That's where the bare knuckle part comes in. They use a variety of legal and tactical measures to pressure these bad actors into stopping their attacks.
Okay.
So this might involve sending cease and desist letters,
Right.
threatening legal action, or even exposing their operations publicly.
So they're not afraid to play hardball.
Not at all.
I can see why they chose that name, Bare Knuckle.
Yeah,
It really conveys a sense of strength and determination.
absolutely. And by taking the fight to the attackers,
Right.
they're sending a clear message
Yeah.
that there are consequences for engaging in online defamation.
Yeah.
And they're not just protecting their clients.
Right?
They're helping to create a safer
Right.
and more accountable online environment for everyone.
I love that they're not just playing defense.
Right?
They're actively working to change the game.
Exactly.
It's like they're establishing a new set of rules
Yeah,
for online engagement.
exactly. And that's a powerful message. If
Right.
somebody knows that Stature Optics might come after them, they might think twice before launching an attack in the first place.
It's like having a digital bodyguard.
Yeah,
You know someone have your back,
Yeah.
is ready to defend you.
absolutely, if things get ugly.
It's a huge relief for their clients,
Right.
knowing they have a team of experts fighting for them.
Right.
And it sends a powerful message to anyone considering launching a similar attack.
Right.
Don't mess with Stature Optics clients.
It's like they're the online equivalent
Yeah.
of those old school tough guy detectives you see in movies. The ones who aren't afraid to bend the rules a little
Yeah.
to get justice for their clients.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
They're not just lawyers or tech specialists.
Right.
They're strategists, investigators, and problem solvers all rolled into one.
Yeah.
And they're willing to use whatever tools are necessary to get the job done.
This bare knuckle approach definitely sets them apart from
Yeah.
the more traditional reputation management firms
Hmm.
that just focus on online content removal or PR spin.
They're going a step further
Right.
and addressing the root cause of the problem.
It's a much more holistic and effective approach, in my opinion.
I agree.
And it aligns with the overall mission of Stature Optics,
Yeah.
which seems to be about empowering their clients
Mhm.
and restoring their sense of control
Right.
in a world where they often feel powerless.
Yeah, I'm curious. Do they only handle cases of cyber defamation and fake reviews?
Mm-hmm.
Or do they offer broader reputation management services as well?
From what I've read,
Okay.
they definitely offer a wider range of services.
Okay.
They understand that building a strong online reputation is about more than just fighting off attacks. It's
Right.
about creating a positive
Yeah.
and authentic online presence.
So it's like building a fortress around your reputation,
Yeah.
as we talked about earlier.
And Stature Optics helps clients do that
Okay.
by offering services like content creation,
Mm-hmm.
social media management,
Uh-huh.
search engine optimization, and online PR. They essentially act as a digital shield,
Yeah.
helping clients project a positive and compelling image online.
It sounds like they're a one-stop shop
Yeah,
for all things reputation management,
absolutely.
and their expertise in dealing with the dark side of the internet
Yeah,
gives them unique perspective
right.
on how to build a resilient and trustworthy online presence.
Absolutely. They understand the tactics used by these bad actors, so
Yes.
they know exactly how to counter them
Yeah.
and build defenses that actually work.
This report has given me a whole new appreciation
Mm-hmm.
for the importance of having a solid reputation management strategy in place.
Yeah,
Whether you're an individual or a business,
right.
it's not something you can just ignore and hope for the best.
Absolutely. Your online reputation is like a valuable asset
Right.
that needs to be protected and nurtured.
Yeah.
And in today's digital landscape,
Right.
it's more important than ever to have a team of experts like Stature Optics on your side.
Well, I think it's safe to say that Stature Optics Management
Yeah,
is a force to be reckoned with in the world of online reputation.
they are.
They're not afraid to fight back.
Nope.
They're committed to protecting their clients,
Absolutely.
and they're setting a new standard for the industry.
I completely agree. They're pioneers in the field of bare-knuckle reputation management.
Yeah.
And their work is making the internet a safer and more trustworthy place for everyone.
You know, this whole conversation has made me think about the broader implications
Yeah.
of online reputation
Uh-huh.
and how it impacts our lives,
Mm.
both online and offline.
It's a fascinating topic,
Yep.
and it raises some important questions about trust, credibility,
Right.
and the future of online communication.
Definitely.
Yeah,
And I think it's something we need to explore further.
we do.
But before we do that,
Yeah?
let's take a moment to summarize what we've learned
Okay.
about Stature Optics Management and their unique approach to reputation management.
Right.
They're not just a reputation management firm.
Right.
They're digital warriors
Yeah.
fighting for their clients' right to a fair and accurate online presence.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've seen how Stature Optics fights back.
Yeah.
They're the digital to tech online enforcers.
Mm-hmm.
But what does this all mean for us?
Yeah.
For the average person trying to navigate this wild online world?
Right.
That's what we'll explore in the final part of this deep dive. Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive. We've seen the dark underbelly of online reputation, the terrifying tactics used to manipulate it, and the inspiring work that Stature Optics Management is doing.
It's been a roller coaster ride.
It has been a roller coaster.
It's left us all with a lot to think about.
A lot to think about.
Sure.
This whole conversation has really highlighted the importance of online reputation in today's world.
Yeah.
It's not just about ego or popularity.
Yeah.
It's about trust,
Right.
credibility, and ultimately our ability to function as a society
Yeah.
in this digital age.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
If anyone's reputation can be manipulated so easily,
Right.
if we can't trust the information that we see online,
Yeah.
how can we possibly make informed decisions about anything?
Yeah.
Whether it's choosing a product,
Right.
supporting a cause, or even voting in an election.
Right.
We rely on having accurate and trustworthy information.
Yeah, it's like the foundation of our digital world is cracking.
It is.
And that's what these bad actors are counting on.
Chaos and confusion.
So what can we do about it?
Right.
It feels like such a massive systemic problem.
It's a huge challenge for sure.
Yeah.
But I think the first step is simply becoming aware of the problem.
Right.
We need to educate ourselves about the tactics used
So, right.
in online reputation warfare
Yeah.
and develop a healthy skepticism towards the information that we encounter online.
So it's like we have to develop like a sixth sense for BS.
Exactly.
Okay.
We need to become more discerning consumers of information,
Right.
check sources,
Okay.
look for evidence, be wary of anything that seems too good
Right.
or too bad to be true.
Okay, and I think it's also about being more responsible producers
Yes.
of information.
Absolutely.
We all have a role to play in shaping the online environment,
We do.
right?
We need to think critically about what we share online, make
Ah.
sure it's accurate and reliable,
Right.
and avoid participating in harmful attacks or spreading misinformation.
It's like that old saying, if you see something, say something.
Exactly.
We can't just stand by and watch
No.
while people's reputations are destroyed by lies and manipulation.
We need to hold each other accountable and call out bad behavior when we see it.
Yeah.
And if we're ever unsure about something, we can always reach out to fact-checking organizations or experts in the field.
So while this deep dive has been pretty eye-opening
Yeah,
and at times unsettling,
for sure.
I'm actually feeling a sense of hope coming out of it.
Oh, good.
Because we're not powerless.
No, we're not.
There are things we can do both individually and collectively to make the online world a safer and more trustworthy place.
I completely agree. We need to be vigilant.
Right.
We need to be informed, and we need to stand up for what's right.
Yeah.
And companies like Stature Optics Management are leading the charge, showing us that it's possible to fight back against these attacks.
Right.
And reclaim control of our online narratives.
They're like the superheroes of the digital age.
I love that.
And their bare-knuckle approach is a reminder that sometimes you need to fight fire with fire.
Sometimes you do.
To protect what's important.
To protect what's important.
Yeah.
It's inspiring to see them standing up for their clients and holding these bad actors accountable.
Right.
They're not just protecting reputations. They're defending truth and justice in the online world.
Well said.
Thank you.
I think that's a perfect note to end on.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive
Absolutely.
into the world of online reputation.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you've come away with a better understanding of the challenges and opportunities we face
Yeah.
in the digital age.
Absolutely. Knowledge is power.
Absolutely.
The more we understand about how online reputation works,
Yeah.
the better equipped we'll be to protect ourselves.
Right.
And contribute to a more trustworthy online environment for everyone.
So go forth and be vigilant, be informed, be kind, and be empowered. The future of our online world depends on it.
Until next time, stay curious and stay safe online.